This is the Bravado Gauntlet Interceptor. It is probably my favorite vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online. I haven't even customized it yet, but it already looks absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to mess with the vehicle for today's video. To get your hands on this car, you're going to want to do the Cluckin' Bell Heist, which was just released into Grand Theft Auto Online. It's not a cheap vehicle, though. Get your hands on it, you're going to make your way over to Warstock Cash and Carry. Even with the discount, it is $4 million, making this one of the most expensive vehicles in the game, especially when you realize that it has no unique abilities. It is just your everyday car with some police sirens. But hey, I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. Now, are we able to customize this vehicle? No, unfortunately not. So we're actually going to have to make our way inside of our custom Avenger or any area that does have a vehicle workshop. I will be personally upgrading mine inside of my office building. I had to move some cars around, but I think this is going to make a perfect addition inside of this garage. So let's start off with the armor upgrades. We got brakes, and we got, some bumper options. Okay, so I personally hope that we can put a bull bar on this vehicle. I can tell you that right now. So we got a secondary bumper and carbon. I don't know about the secondary bumper. I'm definitely going to stick with the normal bumper, so we can either do a primary splitter or a secondary splitter. Let's go with a primary splitter for now. I think that'll look nicer. We can do a wheelie bar and shoot, however, I'm personally not the biggest fan of that, so we aren't going to put one on the back of our vehicle. So we can either do side exhausts or rear. The question is, I don't like having those cutouts there. We're definitely going to be doing rear exhaust because of that. So our stock exhausts are pretty small. We can either do race exhaust or tuner exhaust. Let's do race. Look at those big old pipes. It's unfortunate we cannot put titanium, but not too bad. We can change the grille design a little bit. So we got the basic one. We can do kind of a flat design. I actually like the open grille. I think that looks a little bit better, so that's what we're going to stick with. We have some headlight covers. Okay, nah, that looks really weird. I'm going to obviously stick with normal headlight covers. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. We can do a black grille cover. I don't know if I like that, to be honest, but yeah, that is an option. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do a black grille cover for now, but kind of weird. We got some hood options. Actually, some really good customization there. I think I'm going to go with the primary vented hood. It gets the job done. I want this to look like a police car and not something absolutely crazy, so that's what we're going to stick with. Let's do some xenon lights, and now we obviously have the liveries. And there are a lot of liveries for this vehicle. 23 in total. Ooh, I really like this. Ooh, I really like this. The LSPD drag team and race team. Okay, that looks amazing. I'm going to mess around with the liveries, and I'll come back with what I've personally decided to go with. Okay, I think this looks absolutely amazing. I decided to go with a bit darker of a red, and then we got a steel secondary color. With this livery, I think it looks so incredibly nice. So I'm actually a big fan of this color here. It's similar color to my Stanier Cruiser, but a little bit different. So let's go down to police equipment. What do we have? We got some aerials that we can change all around the vehicle. I mean, obviously we're going to go with the highest tech array. Why wouldn't we? Then we can do searchlights. Okay, so we can do dual searchlights, or we can do kind of lowered folded ones. I mean, obviously, again, we're going with the dual searchlight. We can change the light bar. So we got custom lighting 3, custom lighting 4. I don't really see a difference between 3 and 4, gonna be honest. 2 we obviously have. I do not like 1. And then we can do no lighting, kind of make it look like a discreet police cruiser. Honestly, I might go with none. I think that it looks really cool, having it kind of an undercover car on the top, but nah, I take it back. We'll just go with number 3. It looks cool. Then we got the push bar. Yes, we got the bull bar. Okay. Thank you, Rockstar. I was about to be disappointed if it didn't have one. We are going to go with the big boy one, the assault push bar. I mean, how can you not choose that one? We got the rear panels, which, we got a carbon rear panel, or we can do painted. I mean, we'll go with carbon. I think that looks pretty nice. There you go. We already did the respray. We can do a roll cage in this vehicle. Why not? Add it on. We got a roof that we can change. We can make it carbon. I'll stick with what we have currently. I think that looks better. Skirts don't really do much. We'll just do a secondary skirt. Spoiler options. Okay, so we can do a race wing. We got a tuner wing. Drift wing. Ooh, I kind of like this mid-level spoiler wing. That one looks nice. We got the drag spoiler. I really like the stock car spoiler. I'm going to be honest, the options for spoilers are not crazy for this vehicle, and that's fine, but definitely a little bit disappointed in the spoilers. I'm going to go with the stock car spoiler. I think that one looks the best on this car. We're going to lower the suspension, do transmission, turbo, and obviously we got wheel types. I'm going to go with off-road rims because I want this thing to be an absolute beast on all terrain. Bulletproof tires, and to finish it off, we got our window tint. So this here is my fully customized Gauntlet Interceptor, and I have to say, this looks amazing. Rockstar did such a good job. The liveries look great on this car. It's got really good customization on the front. I think this looks so darn good. So now, let's make our way over to the highway and see what this vehicle's top speed is, and finish off with the lap time. Alright, we got the speedometer set up. Let's see not only the acceleration on this vehicle, but its top speed. It actually accelerates very fast, but this is expected. We are in a Gauntlet Interceptor, which is based off the Gauntlet Hellfire. I should mention that this is not a muscle car, so you will not be able to do wheelies in it. It is an emergency class vehicle. To be fair, though, still pretty dang impressive on its speed. 123 miles per hour. Are we going to be able to get it any faster? No. So it seems like the Gauntlet Interceptor's top speed sits just around 122 to 123 miles per hour. That's pretty impressive, especially when you realize this is a police vehicle. Obviously, the sirens are going to cause all the cars to pull aside on the road. The real important question is, how does it handle? Because this top speed is fine. I mean, the Turismo Imaggio features even a slower top speed than this car, and it has the second best lap time for supers in the game. So as I said, let's bring it over to the test track and see how it does. I am personally really excited to see how this vehicle does on its lap time because, I mean, look at the car. It's so freaking cool. So, here we are, 3, 2, 1, full speed. I have a feeling we will do pretty good. I mean, acceleration-wise, the Gauntlet Interceptor feels amazing. It's expected, though. It is a muscle car. For any of you that are unaware, off-road tires do actually give you a bit more grip as well, so that should help us when rolling around the corners. Alright, let's see. Roll around this car here, try not to crash. Okay, there's a lot of vehicles on the road right now. Okay, and sweet. Okay, not bad start. You can definitely see that handling can be a bit wonky. At the end of the day, this is a rear-wheel drive muscle-style car. So it's going to have a lot of power on those rear wheels, which will make it a bit more challenging to drive than your average vehicle, but it's doing pretty good so far, gonna be honest. Alright, let's slow down a little bit. Let's make it around this corner here. Alright, nice. Uphill we go. This is where that powerful engine's gonna help, because obviously going uphill, we want to conserve as much speed as possible. Okay, all good. Nice. Alright, just squeeze past this Jeep, and beautiful. Alright, so far this car actually feels fantastic on its handling. You would expect it to, you know, kind of feel like a boat because it's a big, heavy muscle car. Then added on, we got a bull bar, a bunch of police equipment. However, that does not actually appear to be the case. So we are on the downhill section, and this is where handling comes in to be the most important factor. You can definitely get a feel for how a car handles on this downhill section and how well you're able to keep your speed and momentum. Sorry, I just had a bit of a brain fart, but yeah, keep your speed throughout these corners here. It's not bad. It's definitely not the best. You can feel that it's a heavy vehicle, but it's doing pretty good, all things considered. I'm not having to really use the brakes here, just coasting through the majority of these corners. Then we press on the gas again, roll through this corner here, and a little bit of a scrape, but that's all right. I mean, that's only going to affect like maybe half a second on the lap time. It's still going to be a pretty good idea of how well this car does. So, not too bad so far. We are now on the straightaway, which means all we got to do is finish, and we're done. Yeah, I actually think this car feels great on its handling, and it's definitely faster than the Stanier. This is the fastest of the police interceptors. It would have been crazy if Rockstar had allowed this thing to have, like, HSW upgrades, or, I don't know, reach a top speed of, like, 130. Imagine. God, that would be insane. Of course, it does not seem that is the case, but it still is a fairly mobile vehicle. Let's roll around this corner here. And once we hit the dirt, done. Alright, well, let's take a look at how that time was. You know what? That's a fairly respectable lap time. 2 minutes and 30 seconds places this right about with the average sports car. And judging that this is in the emergency vehicles category and not even a muscle car, I'd say that's pretty respectable. So you will easily be able to keep up toe-to-toe with at least the majority of sports cars in the game. This car's fast, as we said, about 122-ish miles per hour top speed, and it handles pretty well. And, I mean, I think we can all agree that this is by far one of the nicest looking vehicles that Rockstar has ever added into Grand Theft Auto Online. Let me know what you guys think about this vehicle in the comments down below, but, man, I love the look of this car. I'll see you all in the next one, and make sure to click that subscribe button down below. Bye-bye.